More severe storms coming our way for your Wednesday afternoon and evening and overnight as well. We'll do it again on Thursday with more rounds of strong to severe storms and again on Saturday. Plus, we've got the threat for flooding rainfall. And then Saturday evening through Sunday into Monday, we turn much cooler with some frost and freeze possibilities for the entire area. So a lot to chat about. I am Mark J. Weather. I want to thank everybody for being here. Again, I'm on vacation this week, so I'm checking in with everybody through each afternoon, and we're going to chat about what is coming our way. Let's turn on our Instagram feed, though, right now. Got to go back to that, and let's turn on Instagram. Instagram's a little more complicated. You just got to click go live. We should be going live now on Instagram. Here we are. Don't forget, you can comment, like, share. It tells the algorithm that more and more people should see this, so that's good. So please don't hesitate to do that. Let's chat about what is coming our way, what's going on. By the way, comments, we got a few already. We can bring you up on the screen if you so choose. Don't forget to leave a comment. Let's see, we got Hope from Massillon. Yay, all right. Let's see who else we got. We've got Rodriguez, R.A. Rodriguez, Graffin, going to look around 6 p.m. today. Potential is there for storms. I'm going to show you that coming up. Thank you, Susie Q. Okay, so here's the wider picture. You can see where we have the severe weather threat. The highest severe weather threat is yellow at level 2 of 5, and it does include all of northern Ohio in that severe weather threat. So we have a slight risk for severe thunderstorms through the afternoon and through the evening hours. I want to make this a loop now. I've actually started zooming in on the Illinois radar, northern Indiana, I should say, Fort Wayne radar, because that's where the storms are forming, and they're already moving our way. You can see we've got our first severe thunderstorm watch box right up here. This is in the Iowa area, already some severe weather there. Some of that could be sliding our way for the overnight hours, but here's the immediate threat. So we'll zoom on in. And again, I've got our northern Indiana radar on. So these storms here are moving into western Ohio, Van Wert, Salina, St. Henry. They're sliding toward the north and east at about 45 miles per hour. So Findlay into the Mansfield area, most likely within the next hour, 90 minutes-ish, if you will. Hour and 90 minutes. Let's see. Oh, we already got some... We got some YouTube folks on. How is Thompson looking today? Just an isolated thunder chance for Thompson. All right, isolated. Bob and Mansfield, love having you here. So here's where we are. Have you noticed, first of all, the allergies that you're starting to sniffle? I mean, this warm weather has caused our trees and the pollen to explode in the air. We're at a level 10 of 12 today for pollen. So if you're sniffling and sneezing, there's a reason why my voice is cracking, because of the pollen. So these storms here in Van Wert could pose a threat for the Mansfield area up toward Norwalk. I would say, again, within 60 to 90 minutes. We'll keep an eye on those. Other complexes of thunderstorms back toward central and northern Indiana, toward South Bend. These would be of concern for the evening hours. And it looks like what we're seeing here is what we call a little mesoscale convective vorticity. Little mini area of low pressure right in the middle of your screen, and that's going to keep these thunderstorms fired and rolling, all right, and possibly severe. We've got our first severe thunderstorm warning out for the Indiana area there, as you can see, toward Warsaw, just to the south of Plymouth. I can show it to you. 60-mile-an-hour winds, hail size 1 inch. It's moving off to the northeast at 47 miles per hour. These storms here could have a little bit of hail on them. There you go. Large hail is only 20%, but there's definitely some hail on those moving into Van Wert towards Salina as well. So again, movement toward the northeast, they're going 45 to 50 miles per hour. So these things are kind of tooling along. So we would expect to see these storms riding on into our viewing area, the 3 News viewing area, during the mid to late afternoon hours into the evening as well. A lot is dependent upon where these storms fire right now as to when they will arrive in our area. I'll turn on the Cleveland radar real quick, and we'll disappear the Indiana radar, and Cleveland should pop in here. There it is. So you're not seeing anything going on in our area right now. We are dry across northern Ohio. with some clouds and some sunshine. We're warming up. Temps are in the 70s. Could touch 80 degrees today in a lot of spots. So keep that in mind. The fuel is in place to make some strong to severe storms, and all modes of severe weather on the table. Damaging straight line winds would be the main threat from any thunderstorm here. Could be some large hail, and yes, there is a threat for an isolated tornado, especially east of Interstate 77 this evening. All right, so let's go east, Cleveland to Akron, Canton, and east. There's a little better chance for a tornado or two, weak in any thunderstorm. Depending on where these storms form now and how they move, we have what's called outflow boundaries that kind of, when the storms fade away from overnight convection, that little frontal boundary, that little gust of wind remains. And we've had storms to our west all over the place. They have faded away, but those outflow boundaries, those little mini fronts remain, and they continue to move in. And again, we're seeing some storms pop along one of those outflow boundaries now in Western Ohio and moving our way. So here we have it. Let's see. I want to make sure I'm catching everybody. There's Robin. Let's show Robin. Hey, Mark, always great info. How's the rest of the day looking around the airport, Grayton Road area? Okay, everybody wants to know their neighborhood, their backyard. So let's do some modeling, right? So what I'm going to do here, there's your live radar, and you can see the storms in Western Ohio. Let's turn off the live radar, and we're going to bring on the model data, okay? The model data reflectivity. We're going to do the NAM3 model because it's been doing really, really well so far the last couple of days. So let's start a little loop here. So we're going to start at 2, and we're going to go to 8 a.m. on the 17th. Today's Wednesday. So we're going to go to 8 a.m. on Friday. Let's let this load. Okay, you're going to see a lot of little colors on the radar popping up. This is the model data loading. Okay, you can see even as it loads, there's a ton of thundery weather on the screen, and yikes, some of that's approaching, looking really nasty. Ooh, that's not good either. Let's let it load, and then we're going to go through it hour by hour for all of you, okay? Hour by hour. Thanks for being here on YouTube, on Instagram. Oh, we got quite a few on Instagram. That's good. Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Don't forget to like and share and follow if you're not a follower, please. Thank you very much. It does tell the algorithm that more and more folks should see this. And again, this is important severe weather info. All right, we've loaded our model. As you can see, the model's doing really well depicting our Western Ohio thunder. Also, the thunderstorms that are currently in Indiana. It's doing a real good job. This is 2 p.m., so it's 20 minutes away. So let's take this hour by hour. Are you ready? We're going to bring it on in. In fact, I'm going to zoom in a little bit more, all right, into our viewing area so that everybody gets a view. Okay, hopefully everyone can hear me all right. If you can hear me okay, make sure you tap yes. Type in yes. See, the allergies are getting to me. I'm doing my Peter Brady voice right now. I've been working outside doing a lot of planting of seeds. And look at how many folks we have with us. This is really, really good. So this is the HRR model, the HRRR model, the high resolution rapid refresh. It's doing a really decent job with the storms the last 2 days. So we're just going to carry it on through. Okay. Oh, good. Everybody's saying yes for the audio. Love it. Don't forget to type in where you're watching from. If you have a question, you can throw that on the screen as well. By the way, running at the bottom is the crawl, and it's our weather headlines for the day. Our weather headlines are another round of strong to severe storms with all modes of severe weather on the table this afternoon, evening, and overnight. Also severe storms potentially tomorrow and again on Saturday. Flooding, rainfall, another issue with anywhere from 1 to 4 inches of rain potentially as waves of thunderstorms move over the same area over and over again over the next 24 hours. So flooding could be an issue today, tonight, tomorrow. Then Saturday, another round of severe weather with a strong cold front and much colder air for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. In fact, we'll probably be seeing frost advisories or freeze warnings for Monday morning and for maybe even Sunday morning and Monday morning. So hopefully you didn't plant your tomatoes out. All right, here's where we're going. Modeling time. Are you ready? This is at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Notice that storm moving into the Mansfield area, Richland County. Watch that there. And that storm here, see it there? That could be a severe thunderstorm. By 4 o'clock, for Richland County. Now you're moving into our viewing area. Look at Ottawa, Sandusky, and Seneca County. Those storms there, those are supercell thunderstorms. They're actually, you can almost see them spinning a little bit there. So there you have it. Now we're taking you up to 431. Let's get you up toward 454. Again, there's a severe cell right there near Worcester now, just to the north of Worcester, moving toward downtown Akron. This is at almost 5 p.m. for the PM rush. Those other storms, Sandusky to the islands, Ottawa, Sandusky, and Seneca counties could be strong to severe, while another little cell popping up toward Ashtabula, the shoreline. So here's where we're going. So this would be almost 6 p.m. Let's take one more scan. So almost 6 p.m. So those storms are sliding along the lakeshore. They appear to be weakening quite a bit. So that's good news. Even the one toward Youngstown appears to be getting weaker. It's what we want to see. Now we'll get you into the evening. Here's where we are now. I'm going to go back one. All right, that's a strong cell near Akron and Canton. This is at 7:26 p.m. So that's pretty strong there. Maybe a severe cell for the Summit Stark County areas, maybe Portage County. Slides into Youngstown by 8:16. And then it looks like we're trying. Oh, look at this. More thunderstorms popping here. Boom, let's get you right into here. This is 9:58, almost 10 p.m. Now, these don't look severe at this moment. If we go ahead a scan or two, these don't look super serious. All right. So now we're going to get you up to midnight and after. Look at that cluster of storms coming in from the other side. Look at Western Ohio. There's a lot of rainfall there, and this is where we potentially get our flooding rainfall. Our flooding rainfall right here for this cluster of storms coming into Bowling Green, Tiffin, Willard, Wellington. You've already had a ton of rain, and now you're going to get another inch of rain with these thunder cells moving overhead. The severe weather threat overnight is lesser and lesser, but the flooding threat is elevated. Here's 2:11 a.m. in the morning. This is tomorrow morning, Thursday. Whoops, I didn't mean to let that go so fast. All right, here we go. So we're stopping it. This is 1:43 a.m. tomorrow morning, 2:33. Here's 4:15 a.m. trying to dry you out for the morning rush. Here's 7:37. There you go. We get a few showers and thunderstorms popping again. This is tomorrow afternoon. There you go. More thunderstorms widely scattered across the entire viewing area for tomorrow afternoon. See them there? This is at 1:30 to 4 p.m. A few more storms for the evening hours. Not as widespread. Good news there. Okay. So several rounds of thunderstorms coming our way, beginning this afternoon and evening with the threat for severe weather. And this cluster here for the overnight is concerning. Let's take you up right over Cleveland, Akron, I-71, I-77. This is 1:43 a.m. Severe weather threat is minimal tonight, but the flooding threat goes up. It becomes higher, okay? So hopefully that helps a little bit. Any storms for Louisville around 5? Oh, wait a minute. I got to bring you up. I got to bring you on screen. This is Tyler. Any storms for Louisville around 5? Well, let's go back to 5 p.m. Why not? Let's go back to 5 p.m. This is 1:43 a.m. Let's get back to 5 p.m. This is 10 o'clock. We're going backwards now. Here's 5 o'clock. Now, you see, Tyler, let's get rid of your comments so that everybody can see what's going on the screen. Okay, Tyler, here's Louisville. Okay, you want Stark County. So here's Canton, and you got a storm or two north of you there. All right, let's take you up an hour. This would be at 6:13. So it looks like hopefully it misses you in Louisville by about that much. All right, fingers are crossed that it misses you, Tyler. It misses you, Tyler. Wait a minute. What can we expect? Let's see. We are in North Olmsted. What can we expect at 3 p.m.? Okay, Joyce, love that. We're going to go backwards to 3 p.m. 3 p.m. and we're up to 6 p.m. So let's go back. 5, 4, 3:41. Here's 2:50. All right, so here's the picture, the radar, how it's supposed to look at 2:50 p.m. this afternoon. And the question was, what's it going to look like in North Olmsted at 3 o'clock? North Olmsted looks dry at 3 p.m. Fingers are crossed. Okay. What about Massillon? Lisa, do you have a specific time frame for Massillon that you're looking at? Do you have a specific time frame? Okay, that's what I need to know. Looks like Oberlin is just getting rain. Well, Bethany, all depends. Again, let's walk you through it one more time for those just joining us. So we got a lot of you here with us. Thank you for the thumbs up. Everybody give me a thumbs up or a heart right now. That would be great. It tells the algorithm that this should be shared wider and wider. And folks who are coming in, even, even after the live stream is over, this all applies. This all applies. Thank you for the likes in the comments. Good afternoon from Avon Lake. Hope we get a nice thunderstorm today. Yeah, you probably will, especially tonight. Especially tonight. So let's walk through it one more time. We're going to go over here again. This takes you up. This starts at 2:50 p.m. Here's 3:41. Now you know where you live, right? Watch where you are. 3:41. This is 4:31 p.m. this afternoon. This is 5:22 this afternoon. Rush hour. Storms moving into the Akron area. Could be severe. And along the shoreline, it appears we have some storms as well. This is 6:13. Strong storm moving in toward Youngstown. We got a few thunderstorms along the shoreline from Lorain County through Cleveland. Another little cell near Medina County and Summit County. Another one down outside the viewing area, just south of Tiffin. Here are these storms. This is 7:03 p.m. this evening. Now, those storms along the Route 30 and Route 224 corridor look strong to severe. Right there. They look like they got some hail. They could have some damaging winds. They also look like they have little hooks on them, right? There is a non-zero tornado threat today. A non-zero tornado threat, about a 2 to 5% tornado threat, okay, from any one of these storms. And right now, if I'm a betting person, I'm saying at 7:03, we're going to keep an eye on those thunderstorms from near Akron and Canton through Worcester, Mansfield, Ashland, that Route 30 and Route 224 corridor for strong to severe storms with potential tornadic activity with damaging straight line winds. Okay, this is 7:03. Everybody, 7:03. Let's go next one. This is 7:54 p.m. And here we are. We're still looking at strong to severe storms moving through Worcester, Akron, Canton, Kent, Ravenna into Youngstown. And again, if you look carefully, these things look like they have a little hook on them. Have little tiny hooks on them. Don't like seeing that. Again, this is model data, but right here near Alliance, this one here, moving in toward Canton. So we keep a very close eye. Some hail and damaging winds on these. All right. Let's widen out our view and focus it up. Oh, we've got a brand new mesoscale convective discussion. All right, hold on. This is breaking. It's a brand new mesoscale convective discussion. So we're going to click on this. Severe potential. Let's see if I can get this to read here. I might have to go online and read it. So bear with me here. I'm going to pull it up on my phone. But you see what just happened there? The Storm Prediction Center just put this big circle right over northern Ohio. Right over northern Ohio. We're going to turn off the models now, and we're going to bring on the live radar. We turn on the live radar. This is happening as we speak right now. As we speak, we're going to turn on our level 2. Level 2. Let's let it load. It's got to load. Here's the Cleveland radar loading up. And I'm going to go on here. We're going to read the mesoscale discussion that just popped up. Okay? Let's read it. Mesoscale convective discussion. Here we go. You ready? We're going to read it together. Parts of southern Great Lakes, severe potential. A watch is possible. 60% chance they're going to issue a severe thunderstorm watch inside that circle. That would be for all of northern Ohio. Would be all of the 3 News viewing area, by the way. Severe threat will gradually spread, develop eastward through the afternoon, with the primary concerns being damaging wind gusts and severe hail. A localized tornado risk is also possible, although less certain. We just chatted about that, right? The latest radar and satellite imagery show a remnant mesoscale convective vortex, the one I just showed you, the one I showed you over there toward Indiana. It's across northern Indiana. This feature, along with preceding low-level warm advection, should be the primary focus for thunderstorms with eastward extent. Ahead of the ongoing thunderstorms accompanying this little area of low pressure, we've got heating within cloud breaks, 60-degree dew points. It is muggy outside. Did you notice how muggy it feels? That means destabilization of the air mass over northern Ohio. We got 50 to 60 knot mid-level flow. It favors a mix of organized multi-cells and potentially a few supercells this afternoon. Okay, so there you have it. Most probable peak tornado intensity would be EF0 and EF1, which is weak, but still, no tornado is a good tornado. Probable peak wind gust, straight line wind gust would be 55 to 70 miles per hour. That could do some damage. And the most probable hail size within this circle here on your screen would be 1 inch, quarter size to 1.75 inches, golf ball sized hail. Wow. So let's go back to this MCV. As we were chatting, if you joined us just a few minutes ago when I first started this live stream, we were chatting about this MCV, this little area of low pressure, which is right between South Bend and Plymouth, the low pressure. Out ahead of it, we got thunderstorms firing. And what happens is this, as long as there's a little mini area of low pressure at the surface, it keeps these storms strong for longer periods of time as they move east. So as long as we have this little area of low pressure, this MCV, moving east into Ohio, there are going to be thunderstorms, strong to severe storms along it through the afternoon into the evening hours. And that's what we chatted about. Look what we have here. This one thunder cell that they're issuing on, already there's a problem with it. Look. So we've got this new severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-an-hour winds. We got a little spin right down here, meso detection. The depth is 21,000 feet. The base height is 1,000 feet above the ground. Tornado vortex signature. Okay, so the radar is already picking up a little what we call TVS, TDA, a little level 3. Okay, so, you know, we're watching this area here for a potential tornado. You already see a tiny little hook here, kind of flowing from Silver Lake to North Manchester. There's no tornado warning out on this storm yet. But this is the kind of stuff that's moving our way for the afternoon. And I don't have the lightning turned on because I don't want it to mess the screen up. And of course, we have these thunder cells down here that are starting to get going. And these are going to slide toward Mansfield. They're going to probably stick close to the Route 224 and Route 30 corridors, all right, through the afternoon. So let's show you the motion here. There they go. So there you got these thunder cells out here, sliding toward the north and toward the east, and you got these thunder cells here. Our first severe weather will probably be from these storms near Lima, moving in toward Mansfield. All right, moving in toward Mansfield. Does that make sense? Wow, look at, we got folks on from all over the Great Lakes. Look at this. This is Alexis. What time will the most significant weather hit Cleveland along the lake? Listen, it could be this afternoon and then another round coming in overnight. I would say between 4 and 6 p.m. this afternoon, maybe a little sooner. It's almost 2 o'clock, so I'd give it between 4 and 6. And then another round midnight and after, all right? Look at this. I'm from Michigan. Jeffrey is here. We had a bad storm here last night. Southern lower Michigan actually had tornadoes, tornado-warned storms. So I'm guessing Canton won't get much. Well, I think you will. And I showed you the model guidance for later on this evening when that line of severe storms kind of pops along Route 30 and Route 224 later on this evening. You guys will be the focus for these strong to severe storms. I'm doing well. Thank you, Joe. All right, love it. I have so many of you here from YouTube and from Facebook and from Instagram as well. So the bottom line is we got another round of severe storms coming in. More storms this afternoon and again overnight. The flooding risk goes up All modes of severe weather on the table today with damaging straight line winds, large hail, and isolated tornadoes. Okay, the flooding threat goes up tonight into Thursday as we see several rounds of rain and storms moving over all of northern Ohio. The best chance for severe weather would be, the best chance for flooding would be that I-75 corridor, Toledo to the islands, and point south toward Findlay. Remember, you guys had a drought up until about a month ago. You guys were in a severe drought. That's been erased. And we're continuing to erase any drought here in Ohio, which is great news there. But 1 to 4 inches of potential rainfall over the next 24 to 36 hours. Then Friday dries out, warms up. That's a good day to be outside on Friday. Saturday, another round of severe storms during the afternoon and evening. We've got a weather impact alert out for Saturday for the potential for severe storms due to the fact that it's going to be warm. It's going to be a Saturday. You're all going to want to be outside and play. We need you to stay focused on severe weather coming your way for the afternoon and evening on Saturday. Strong cold front Saturday with those storms. Behind that strong front, Saturday night, we cool you down, maybe even into the 30s by Sunday morning. We may need a frost advisory for some of you by Sunday morning and Monday morning, maybe even a freeze warning by Monday morning for many of you. So we're going to turn cold again. This wonderful warm weather that we've had all week long isn't record setting, but it's not necessarily normal. Average highs this time of year are right around 60 degrees. So you see where we're probably going to return to below average temps, at least to start the week. By the middle of next week, we should begin to moderate our temps again through the 60s, maybe even into the 70s. But there is cold weather coming back beginning Sunday into Monday, even into Tuesday. So please be aware of that. I'm going to go wide one more time. We're going to show you where the storms are. We are under a slight risk. A level 2 out of 5 for severe thunderstorms. We've got a mesoscale convective discussion out. Potential for severe thunderstorm watch to be issued for this afternoon and evening. That is incoming. We'll see if that happens in the next 20 to 30 minutes. Pay attention to my Instagram and my Facebook feeds for if any watch is issued for the area. But it's going to be very, very active for the next few days, as it's already been active for the last couple of days. Warm, stormy weather. Okay, warm and stormy. Anyway, I thank you all for being here. Love your likes, your shares, your comments. Don't forget to follow. If we have a major severe weather outbreak this evening, I'm going to come back on this feed. Is that all right? Folks, do you want me to come back on this feed to do severe weather coverage? Give me a yes or a no. Give me a yes or a no, how you want to see it. Do you want to see severe weather coverage here on this channel this afternoon and evening? Okay. I am off this week, so I won't be on TV this week. I'm on vacation, and that's why I'm doing these live Facebook and these live social media storm tracking, because I'm on vacation. Mary and I are doing some fun things together. We've got projects going on. But I wanted to make sure that that you knew I was still here for you. So it looks like we're getting a lot of yeses here. Awesome. Love hearing that. Okay. Severe weather possible this afternoon and evening. Flooding, rainfall possible this evening and overnight into Thursday. Another round of severe storms possible Thursday. Then again on Saturday. Then turning much, much colder for early next week with the potential for frost and freezes. Yikes. Might even have a snowflake or two. Oh, I know. You didn't want to hear that. Anyway, let's get us through today. Thanks, everybody, for being here. I'm very grateful for each and every one of you. Thanks for the likes and the shares and the follows. Stay tuned, because if we need to, we'll be back right here. Make sure you pay attention. And if you follow this page and like this page, Facebook's going to tell you when I'm on live again. It's going to put it in your feed so you'll know. All right. So that's why liking and following is a good thing. All right, everybody, we'll be back probably this evening as storms begin to fire. Stay safe, stay alert. Grateful for each and every one of you. Take care.